Listen, I don't know about you, but I really enjoyed that.
This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Roberto, and the wait continues. As the Leafs fell 5-2 to the Panthers last night, Auston Matthews was held off the score sheet entirely. Even with 5 shots on net and 10 shot attempts, he could not score number 70, which only added to my frustration watching that game last night. My goodness. I did feel like he had a lot of chances that did not go his way. The puck did not bounce in his favor. So maybe the hockey gods just want it to happen on his very last try. Which brings us to an important question. Should Auston Matthews play tonight? Well, it sounds like he will be in tonight against Tampa for one final crack at 70.
We'll talk about it. We've got 12 healthy forwards.
But should we start to accept the fact that it might not happen? And this might be the year that Auston Matthews just gets 69 goals. Well, if that's the case, he joins what might be an even more elite crew, as only 2 players in NHL history have ended the season with 69 goals. Mario Lemieux did it twice, and Mike Bossy once. This is what we need to do, Leafs fans, okay? We need to accept a lower number so that the higher number might still come. So we don't know if Matthews will hit 70. We do know who they will be up against in round 1. And call your therapist, Leafs fans, because it's the most traumatizing opponent of all, the Boston Bruins. I am ill, okay? I feel sick. But either way, honestly, who cares at this point? If it was Boston or Florida, like either way, you know what I'm saying? And with 1 game to go, the entire Eastern Conference playoff bracket is officially locked in. With the Rangers playing the Caps, the Canes playing the Isles, Battle of Florida between Tampa and Florida, and of course, the Leafs Bruins. Now, like we said yesterday, the Leafs went 0-4 against Boston last year. And if you go back even further, they actually haven't beat the Bruins since 2022. And their most recent series win against Boston, well, that was 1959. You know what's even more annoying is that my cugina Julia Teixeira wrote this script and she brought up all these numbers to make me feel a type of way. It's fine. She's a Leafs fan too, you know.
Breaking news. Jonte Porter of the Raptors has received a lifetime ban from the NBA for violating the league's gambling rules. The NBA released a statement saying Porter violated league rules by disclosing confidential information to sports bettors, limiting his own participation in 1 or more games for betting purposes and betting on NBA games.
To the association and the play-in did not disappoint last night. Well, at least the first game, as the Lakers clinched the 7th seed in a nail-biter with the Pelicans. And will face Denver in round 1. Now that game easily could have flipped if Zion Williamson did not go down with a hamstring injury, as he was absolutely dominant against the Lakers. And the news just came down, Zion is officially listed as out for Friday's game against the Kings. But on to tonight's game, because the match between Miami and Philly is not even worthy of the play-in. Let's start with the spread, because Philly are actually pretty big favorites, which I'm not gonna lie seems a little disrespectful to the Heat, because this is a team that's made 2 of the last 4 finals, and only missed the conference finals once in that span. And looking at all the regular seasons, it's not like this year's team is different than previous year's iterations. So if any team has an on-off switch, it is Miami. But they're up against a player who through the first 3 months of the season was doing historical things with Joel Embiid. And looking at the numbers, and yeah, we know it's only 6 games. Embiid looks pretty much like the same guy that he was before the injury. And honestly, I have no clue what's gonna happen tonight. We're just excited for a game between 2 good teams. And you can watch the Heat and Sixers tonight on TSN. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Time now for my favorite segment and yours, Why We Love Sports Today.
Why we love sports today.
Now let's go to Nitro Circus for one of the craziest tricks we've ever seen.
Oh, stranger.
I wanna fly, can you take me far away?
Every time I comment about this kind of stuff on social media, people are always coming after me like, it's just momentum, it's just physics, that's how it's so easy. Then you try it. You try it. And speaking of momentum and physics, let's head to the pole vault. That was a video of me attempting the pole vault. Over the last few weeks, myself and my Bardon teammates have been competing as captains for the Kruger Big Assist. And while I may have tried to cheat by getting you, our loyal Digital Sportscentre viewers, to vote for the Prairie region and Whitecourt Minor Hockey, sadly my ploy did not work, and the most humble guy we know, Corwin McCallum, and his region of Tassa Minor Hockey for the East Coast won. And here to brag about that victory right now is the man himself.
Tassa! Wow, what a performance by the kids out there. They just won all the votes. They were clearly cuter than the kids in the other regions, so that's what really did it for us. Congratulations. I've never met a bad East Coast person in my life. I don't know why I went that more negative. I feel like I should say I've only ever met good East Coast people in my life, so I'm very happy to see they won. Happy I could represent as captain, and rally the votes. And I'm happy that the kid that I kind of laid out is good. I gave him my stick after that and he didn't care at all. So
Okay.
yeah, so at least he kind of got a gift out of it, even if he didn't like it that much. And maybe in 5 years maybe he will like it.
Okay, I feel like you did cheat a little there using a clip of a kid getting somewhat hurt by you trampling over him to get views. So
Coming from the girl that taught all the kids the TikTok dance and had this adorable little like assembly of children. Yeah, okay, give me a break. We won this, honestly.
all right. You know what, Corbin, I am proud of you. Put her there, pal. You did it.
I mean, I will say Tassa Minor Hockey's got some great plans with this. They are going to invest in kind of diversity and inclusion hockey programs, really help people that need financial assistance play hockey. So it's great to see them win $100,000 to the community. Let's go.
Now joined by our gambling guy, Wes Chang. Great to see you, Wes.
Hey, great to see you, Marissa.
Okay, Wes, there are a couple of heavyweights playing in the play-in tonight. If you had to pick one of these teams to win the East, who do you got?
I like both of these teams, but if I had to pick, I think Philadelphia has the higher ceiling, and a lot of this has to do with how Embiid's looked since coming back. He's agile, his shot is on, and if you look at the pricing before he got hurt, they were plus 470 to win the Eastern Conference. That got up to 20-1. Now that he's back, it's now back down to plus 850. On top of that, I like Coach Nick Nurse being there. I think Kyle Lowry is going to help, and Tyrese Maxey, he's much improved. I think they have all the tools when it comes to talking about ceiling.
All right, give us your best bet for tonight.
Okay, look, I have two chalky picks. Producer Hines he's gonna grill me about this. I like Tyrese Maxey to get 6+ dimes. The main reason, he gets 25% more assists per game when Embiid's in the lineup, and he's had a great game log against Miami this year. And then I also like Bam Adebayo at 10+ boards. Philadelphia, you would think with Embiid, strong rebounding team. They're actually not. They're 17th in the league. Bam Adebayo's had 13 rebounds a game versus this team this year. And I add in the fact that this is an elimination game, he's going to ramp up his minutes. He might get closer to 40 a night.
Wes Chang, a pleasure as always.
Thanks, Marissa.
And just a reminder, you can watch the Heat and Sixers tonight on TSN. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. That's all for today. We'll see you picking tomorrow at 3 Eastern, no Pacific. Have a good one.